fix it. Again, that's the only one that's been sucking lately. You're gonna walk around and see if you get into weird types.
That's all I'm gonna do.
That's it. You're just listening all night long. Let's spread out. Let's do it. You got all that record. That thing's spinning red. Nice. And you kind of got the gist of it's going to pick up on everything.
Yeah.
Anything with leaves is not your friend. So if you see a tree and you see a hangman in there, it's not a dead person.
Okay.
It's the
I
I
leaves.
don't know if
Okay.
I hit something on here.
That's what you got.
It's supposed to be a certain speed or...
No, it's slow. I wanted it that way.
Okay.
You're listening for the radio. So if you hear a DJ talking, tell me what they say.
Oh, tree.
You'll see how this works. Much easier way to find clues than what you've been traditionally taught. Trust me. Been doing this a long damn time.
Yeah, I like it. Where's the equipment that you gave the other girl?
Which one?
The very last one.
Oh, so the EMF? The
Yeah,
EMF
so
mic?
it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. It's boring, but it's cool.
I've
It's-
never seen one like
It's
that.
boring as hell. I only bring it out if we have groups of 10. Just so if we can see if it correlates with something else. Yeah, just stay away from the vehicles with the car.
Alright.
And yours is nice because you just have a handle. You can always grab it and just walk
Yeah.
around with it this way.
I don't know.
Is she hello?
That's
What
his
was her
song.
name? What was her name? Is it
Eliza.
Eliza?
I want to get a car. Literally just jokes.
Eliza, how do you do
Huh? Names, numbers, nouns.
that? No, I heard 98.
just. Cars. Engines. Yes, no, also? No? Okay. Oh, that's a tree. Nothing but trees and signs. Love it. Keep away from cars and trees aren't friends. It's a glare. Man. Something.
Oh, what do we got?
Something else other than trees and signs. Letters. Why is there? Oh. Have you heard anything?
What's that song, What is Love?
What is that? Baby, don't hurt me. No more. I mean, there was love in this parking lot, so.
That's why I told him that, because I was asking him how old she was when she fell in love. And then that song
Is
came
that the
on.
pole? Yeah, that's the pole.
Now, on here, does it have the in-depth?
What's
It's
that?
Like the eyes and the nose.
Yeah.
You see a ghost. Like a spirit.
It's 2 hours.
Would it still have the 3?
I think so, yeah. But, like, I've only seen, like, it go on trees and poles and stuff and, like, living people. That room is so cool.
2 girls and a guy.
Nick!
2 girls and...
My mom got 2 girls and a guy.
2 girls and a guy. That's what the phrase was?
Yeah, 2 girls and a guy.
kind of makes sense of Charles and the 2 wives, right?
That song Sweet Child of Mine.
What was that?
I said the song Sweet Child of Mine was on.
What was the lyric?
Huh?
Was that the lyric you
Yeah.
heard, Sweet Child of Mine? Now you're getting it. It'd be interesting if we actually had the name of the child she was talking about. Then it would be more interesting. Now that she's getting the gist of it. Mark, you got anything coming out of there?
Dad says he's over. That was a country song, but still.
Dad says he's over.
It said Dad says it's over.
Nick.
Part of a country song that just came through. It says Dad says it's over.
To me. Trees.
How were both of the women named Eliza? I was like, was that like her and her brother?
I see him stepping backwards. Catch something. Kathy, what'd you get?
I went up to 6 because I wasn't getting anything.
Okay. So, we did hear about the 12 that we got before we kind of separated. But Miss Lorraine over here, Rockstar, she got like 60.2, I believe was the number, all the way up to 60. So let me explain what those numbers actually mean. I usually give you references of things around your house. If you have a camera, you can lower it and relax. You can hit stop. It's hard to get something out of this location, but you got to stand still. That's the only bad thing. Like, you should almost like set it on this ledge and let the camera go in between the bars. And if we get something weird, I can take a screenshot and brighten it up. There you go. Just keep an eye out from there. What do you got going on with yours?
Nothing.
I don't hear anything coming out of Tia's. How are we doing on the thermal over there, Clay?
Great.
So no problems at all? So
I mean, I've reset it a few times.
Okay. That's what I meant. Like, how many times have we got to reset that puppy?
Just a couple. It hasn't been bad.
I'm curious. This is where we would get those weird EMFs. I want you to see if you get anything around here, but they're also getting, like, see if you get weird spikes. Anything that would make any sense that shouldn't be here. There's no electricity.
Okay.
So, around this base is where we got all those weird things.
You okay?
Yeah,
I've
I'm
never
just
used
charging my back.
So that's
Alright.
Mark, you hearing anything?
Why am I still cold?
You got anything? Get out. That's crazy.
You back here with these people? You see the journalists? Damn, a fat lady.
200, 300.
200, 300.
Two, oh,
8.7. Yeah, you bringing luck over here, girl. That's the number 11.2.
Anything else?
at first I was like, what is that?
That's
It is
right.
the, huh? Yeah.
Come on. Abraham Charles Kaufman.
Oh, I thought you could read it on there. I was like, dang, you got good eyes.
No, it's right there. Born September 10th, 1839. Died February 10th, 1918. How old was he?
What is it?
He was born 1839 and died 1918.
39. So close to 80? 80? 39, 80.
June 13th was the date of the fire.
Right? Wait, 40, 60,
Miss
70.
Anna
Close to 80.
Dorothy Kaufman. Rev Abraham Kaufman.
You would think with the storm that it would you'd have more activity.
I'm just reading the graves.
Okay. We've actually, somebody was getting names popped up on the graves, and then we took a picture of like some of these headstones, and it was the names from the headstones. It was,
Really?
Yep. It was crazy.
Let's see if we can see it.
Zooming in.
Yeah, ton.
The only thing I heard was down there. I
Thomas
think this is
Benjamin
where
Gomez.
I thought I heard mother, but why would it say that?
November 1910.
Mother
till
Mia.
August 1998.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
What?
There's a few over there.
And then he said one day Jack got pregnant and he renamed her Jackie. And I was like, well, she's a mother.
Yeah, clearly.
To however many kittens.
Clearly. Nothing special about your reading?
Said they all dead.
Reader? Dead? Oh.
12.9. We got a 15.9.
Cole, you got anything else coming through? Okay.
I had that 200, 300, but
Yeah,
that was it.
I wrote that down.
So is this? Okay. Oh,
That's the pole.
oh, dang.
So again, the problem with this location, if you're holding it, is because it's going to pick up on everything that's in front of something else. I mean, there's headstones in front of all other headstones, and you get the point. So if it's standing still and something shows up here, I'll take a screenshot of it from YouTube and brighten it to make sure that it wasn't that tall thing in the background. If it was, I just disregard it and I throw it away. But if I have something in there dancing around, I'll ask them to do something like raise their right hand so I can verify
Can I
that
do
they're
it?
there. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it just depends on the locations. And this one, again, I captured probably 4 to 5 pieces on this a year. So, I mean,
That's pretty. I was just telling her, I was like, that's pretty cool.
It is, and I have the sensitivity turned way, way down. So, again, it'll pick up on literally every little tiny detail.
Now, do you see shadows, or is it just technically made for? Like
It'll pick up on shadows and because a shadow is an absence of light. So it thinks that the shadow, like on your, like there's shadows on the ground right here. It would think your shadow is somebody laying on the ground.
Okay. Oh, that would explain why the The sick person was underneath laying on the ground by your feet.
Huh?
A shadow from the table. Okay, we had a ghost, or trying to see if the ghost at my ex-boyfriend's house was around.
Okay.
And they had that app that had the stick people.
That's what this
You
is.
said it?
It's
Okay.
just the app.
And there was one laying underneath her feet at a table. So it could have been the shadow.
Could have been shadows, or it could have been the shadows from the legs of the table. I
That
would need
makes
to see the
more sense.
footage to verify it. But yeah, you take screenshots and kind of see if it lines up with what else is inside the frame. And if it lines up with something, then you can throw it away. It's garbage.
Okay.
But if there's nobody there, or you can get them to do something, then you obviously have
Kid by the
legitimate
fish
pieces.
tank. We
Oh
got
yeah, there was a kid by his
Yeah.
fish tank.
Take
And then
snapshots,
there
like
were
screenshots of
The
those.
pot swinging back
Yeah,
and
yeah.
forth,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
You can hear kids' laughter in the cameras.
Yeah. It was just a random video
Oh.
recording. He was like, oh my God. And the story behind it is there was a guy that committed suicide in that house.
So
So,
raise the motion.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Anything else weird going on up there, folks? If not, we're gonna wrap it up. This
Benny.
one. What was it?
Many.
Many or Benny?
Many.
Many. Okay. Yeah, I'll write that one down for sure. All right. Let's get Mr. Brody down this way, and we'll go back to the wall where we
How old
started.
is this cemetery?